Hey, what's going on out there? I would like to welcome every single one of you to Water Your Soil. So before I get into this video, I would like to say I have two rules around here. The first rule is for you to always use your own discretion when it comes to credit cards and credit scores. The second rule, that's for you to verify everything that you learn, whether it's here on this channel, another channel, or anywhere. Verifying what you learn should be a rule to life. When it comes to this Water Your Soil channel, if you've been a subscriber to this channel for a while, you'll understand two things over at this channel. Number one, I don't like to talk about credit cards that I don't currently have or have never had. And number two, I like to talk from experience. So I'm not going to give you the viewpoint of another content creator. I'm going to give you the viewpoint of myself. And in this video, I'm coming to you all as someone who has been a member, a card holder of American Express since 2017. And I'm currently going on my 8th year, and I'll tell you and be transparent with you and honest with you right now, my rapport and relationship with American Express over these past 8 years has been great. I really haven't had any complaints. Whenever I had a problem, they have corrected it. And whenever I had an issue, whether it was a charge that wasn't supposed to be a charge or whatever it was, they ended up correcting it. So in terms of customer service, I think American Express is great. And if you were to ask me which bank would I recommend a credit card with, I would recommend Discover and American Express. Now I'll say this. I'm not someone who's paid by Discover, American Express, Chase, or any of these banks. None of these banks pay me to get on here and make videos about credit cards and credit scores. So you don't have to worry about my opinion being swayed because they pay me, and I have to keep things in a good light and not be transparent. I'm being transparent and strictly speaking from my experience when it comes to this. So this video is going to be about how you basically can get approved for just about any credit card with American Express. Now, of course, I'm going to let you all know right now, the black card, which is the Centurion card with American Express, that's off limits. That's not a card that I'm mentioning. And as some of you may know and some of you may not know, the Centurion card is basically an invite card. American Express has to offer that to you. You don't see it on their website. You notice that. You don't see where you could go and apply for the Amex Black card, the Centurion card. So no, I'm not talking about the Centurion card, but what I'm talking about is those other cards that are listed on the American Express website. And this video is about opening up your access to those cards. So the first thing that we're going to start off with is more about you and yourself, and that's your credit score and your credit report. What you want to do is you want to make sure that your credit report and your credit score are favorable. You may be asking, like, what's favorable? Well, you want to make sure that you don't have delinquencies. You want to make sure that you are paying on time. And you want to make sure that you're watching over the debt that you do have. Because let's be honest, a lot of adults have debt. It's part of life. It comes along with life. And people have debt, whether it's credit card debt, auto loans, home loans, no matter what it is, people tend to have debt. So you want to make sure that you're managing your debt correctly, because that's what credit scores basically comes down to. It comes down to how well you are managing your debt. And please believe, when it comes to a bank like American Express, they're going to be paying attention to not only your credit score, but also your credit report. So you want to make sure that you are maintaining those things correctly. And then it goes over into the relationship with American Express. So someone came by the other day, and to paraphrase, they said, hey, I opened up a business account with American Express. Would that help me in regard to building a rapport with them? And you all have to realize a business checking account with American Express is a product. So I always tell people to get your foot in the door when it comes to American Express, whether it's with a checking account or a credit card or a business account, whatever it may be. The key is to get your foot in the door. Once your foot is in the door with American Express, that's when you want to build up the rapport. How do you build up a rapport with someone, specifically a bank? It's going to be based on how well they can trust you. Let's say you have an Amex credit card. You only have one. I started off with the everyday card. And what I did with the everyday card, I had a plan. I said, I'm going to use this card and I'm going to pay off whatever I spend for the next 6 to 10 months. So I did it for 6 to 10 months. But by the time I reached month 6, I was already getting offers for the gold and the platinum card. That means they were getting comfortable with me. They were like, hey, this person, he pays on time and he actually makes payment. So that builds up that trust with them. And I always say this, I've been saying this on this channel basically since I started posting on YouTube. You want to make sure that you build up that rapport, aka that trust. So whether it's a checking account or it's a credit card account, or no matter what it is, the key is to build trust. And once you build trust, let's say you start off with one card and they offer you other cards, and then you go and you apply and you get approved for those other cards. Once you get approved for multiple cards, you want to make sure, whether they're business or personal, that you are managing them correctly. Because some people, they get approved for a certain Amex card, whether it's a gold or one of the Delta cards or the platinum card, and they just go and they act a fool. And what I mean by acting a fool, they go and spend a lot on that card, knowing that they're not able to pay off what they spend, knowing that they're not going to practice good habits as far as paying on time, and they end up getting themselves in a rut. And I'm telling you, with American Express, that is not a bank that you want to get on the bad side, because it will more than likely be hard for you to dig yourself out of that. And you don't want to take it there. So when they're extending offers to you and they're extending credit cards and they're extending checking accounts or whatever it may be, you want to make sure, if you decide to apply and go with those things, that you do treat those accounts the correct way. And one of the cool things that I've been experiencing from American Express is whenever I apply for something new, whether it's a business checking account or a credit card, whatever it may be, I don't get hit with hard inquiries. And that comes in clutch when it comes to credit cards, to not get hit with a hard inquiry. It really helps you out because you're adding a new account and you're also not getting hit with the hard inquiry, because those usually hurt your credit score temporarily. So I always tell people, build that rapport. Whether you start off with one card, it doesn't matter if it's annual fee or no annual fee, whichever card it is that you're going to start out with. If you plan on getting other cards and being approved for other cards with American Express, make sure you're managing that card like it's the card that belongs to your best friend that's loaning you some money. And if you're the type that has good character and you're not going to screw over your best friend, then you're going to make sure that you're managing that card correctly and you're not being foolish with it. And once you start building that rapport within that 6-month time frame, maybe quicker than that, then you'll start to see things open up for you with American Express, and they'll start to offer you more products. And that's what you want, because that opens up access to basically get approved for whichever credit card you want. And I just wanted to share this information because that's something that I have been doing, whether it's business or personal, no matter what. Once that door is open, they usually provide you with access, and they meaning American Express. But one thing I want to make sure that you all are aware of when it comes to these business cards, make sure that you're using them for business. Don't just go and apply for a business card to stunt or to show off or to make personal purchases, because you can get yourself in trouble. So make sure when you are applying for these business credit cards, you are planning on using them for your business. Whether you're a content creator, a photographer, no matter what you are, make sure you're planning on using those cards for your business. But I just wanted to make this video and share this video with you all. Hey, Sunday night, I'll be live with Joe Barretto at 7 p.m. Eastern time. You want to make sure that you check it out, because that's going to be a good live interview. Joe is someone that's very transparent, so I already know that it's going to be a great interview. And he's someone who has been in the credit card game for a while. He also knows about FICO credit scores. So I'm looking forward to that interview. I want you all to come by Sunday night at 7 p.m. Eastern time. Join the live stream. It's going to be live. We're not going to hold you long. I know some of you want to watch Sunday Night Football, but come through 7 p.m. Eastern time and check that out. But anyways, I have polls on this channel. Be sure to take my polls. It's in the community or the post tab. check out my poll, take the poll, participate in them. But I appreciate every single one of you for stopping by. If you're new here and you're feeling the vibe, this is Water Your Soil. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, turn on all notifications. That way you don't miss a future video because I post often. That's clicking on that bell and selecting all. Also, this goes to every single one of you. Be sure to hit the like button. That goes for my subscribers as well. Hit the like button. That's your way of showing the algorithm that you support this video as well as this channel. This is Water Your Soil. I appreciate every single one of you for stopping by, and I'm out. Hey, what's going on? This is Nell from Water Your Soil. So as someone who went from a 549 credit score all the way up to the 800s, I decided to share the same information that helped me go from poor credit to excellent credit. This book is titled Strategies to Master Credit. I put everything in this book, everything that helped me go from poor credit to excellent credit. All of the information is in this book. So I want you all to purchase this book. A lot of you have already purchased it, but it's available currently right now on Amazon.com and also MasterCreditBook.com. It's titled Strategies to Master Credit. You want this book. It has all the information needed in order for you to go from poor credit to excellent credit, or just simply maintain your good or excellent credit score. So get the book ASAP. And if you want something more in depth, you could take the course over at www.wateryoursoil.com. It's more in depth. There are actually chapters in this course, and it walks you through basically how FICO credit scores come about and how they're determined. And really, once you learn how FICO scores come about and the concept of credit scores, then you're pretty much on your way to either going from poor credit to good credit, or just maintaining a good or excellent credit score. So if you want something more in depth, I have the course over at www.wateryoursoil.com. All right.